Hi, my name's Hayden,
And my name's Stella.
and we're going to bring you along on a tour of campus.
Let's go.
When you first enter campus, you'll see a horse pasture to your right and our farm to your left. Here is our campus farm and garden, where we supply our kitchen with 50% of our produce.
It's about 10 acres, and there are lots of different ways a student can get involved out here.
We have farm sport, which is one of our sports and activities offerings, where students come out 3 days a week and do the general maintenance around the farm and also learn about the different processes of farming. We also have farm internship, which is one of our elective offerings, where students come out for 2 1.5-hour blocks a week to learn to do a deeper dive into what farming really is. And each student's assigned their own block where they get to care for it for the entire semester. We also have Farm Crew, which is one of the job offerings, where each morning a group of students come out to harvest to the kitchen, and a lot of the food that they harvest is found in our meals every day.
Right now, we're turning over the farm. Out here, we used to have a lot of cover crop, and that does a variety of things. It restores a lot of nutrients to the soil, and now we've tilled it in and we're getting it ready to set up beds to grow things in the summer. Up here we have our orchard. We have a whole bunch of different fruit trees, everything from peaches, apples, mulberries, persimmons, pomegranates.
We have really pretty flowers growing, that's like snapdragons. We have cauliflower, kale, cabbage, lettuce, carrots, and really anything you can think of, students are allowed to plant out here.
That's one of students' favorite parts of the farm, and during finals week or stressful academic times, students will head out during lunch and they'll just get a snack and have a little break in the strawberry fields in the middle of the day.
Now we're entering middle yard. This is where everything academics happens at Midland. Over on our right, we have main house, which is kind of the hub for admissions office. So we have all of our business offices in here, and it was actually one of the first buildings that were here at Midland because it was the original house for all students and faculty. Over here we have our chapel building.
Midland isn't a religiously affiliated school, but in our chapel space, we have bi-weekly talks by students and by seniors and faculty, and every student who's ever attended Midland for a full year, their name is on a board in chapel. Stillman's our dining hall, and we have 3 meals a day in here.
Breakfast and lunch are walk-through, so students serve themselves through our bar, and then every school night we have sit-down dinner where every student is assigned to one of these tables with the faculty, and we have a family-style dinner to enjoy with one another.
And every Friday afternoon, or every Friday morning, the kitchen serves cake to brighten up our last day of the week.
In Stillman, there's 3 different jobs that happen. We have the waiters who kind of clean the general area of Stillman. They set up for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. And then we also have kitchen and dish house who assist the kitchen staff with cleanup after each meal. So they put away all the dishes, they wash all of the dishes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. These are are where all of our classes are. We're gonna peek into one of our lower classmen English rooms.
Over here is Art Guild. It was built in 1940 and houses both the freshman and sophomore English and our archive room. Here we can take a look into the classroom.
Oh my gosh, hello, my name's Taylor, Dean of Res Life. I'm not usually dressed like this, but today is the Mighty Oaks ping pong tourney, and I'm getting pumped. So, hello, welcome to Midland.
Let's head over to another one of our classrooms. Probably one of our most famous classrooms, I would say. This is
lumberyard. This is our freshman science classroom. Every freshman takes a class called Midland 101 where they learn about the science of our area and our property. Over here on the map, on the wall you can see a map of the property. We have about 3,000 acres that students are free to hike and camp on.
And we only inhabit this little part of our land.
Over here is Trip Shed, which is the home of our outdoor programs. In it, you'll find anything you could need to go out camping on the property or somewhere else. Well, if you participate in a sport called outdoor leadership, we have trips that run everywhere from Big Sur on the coast to the high Sierras.
Yeah, you can come to Midland with no experience and no tools to go to the outdoors, and come in Midland will provide all of that for you. We have a checkout process for all of our gear, and yeah, it's really one of our most popular programs. Here's another one of our classrooms, glass house. Pretty much all of the walls are made out of glass, and this classroom is completely built by students. This is where all of our math classes take place. Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, and Physics. It's a really nice classroom to have class in. There's a lot of light, but it does get pretty cold, so we have a wood fire stove to keep us warm in the winter time.
Ooh. Over this way is Playhouse, where our freshman and junior history classes take place.
Over here is Pole Barn, which is our three-walled gym. We have two sports that take place in here, boys and girls volleyball and then boys and girls basketball. And then students have access to this 24/7 pretty much. We also have a little gym that people can use. We also can do all of our climbing clubs, sets a lot of routes, and yeah. Over campus, we have a bunch of faculty homes. So over here, we have our Dean of Residential Life house, and we have no houses that are in the living yards. So right now, we're entering lower yard, which is where our female identifying students live. This is freshman quad, where all the freshmen live, as well as some seniors live throughout as well. You can take a look into one of the freshman cabins. A lot of people like to have hammocks on their porches to hang out with their friends and read books. Here are the bathrooms for the juniors and sophomores. And also some trash cans as well. And then here's sophomore quad, where all of our sophomores and seniors live. Over here we have our shower fire. All Midland showers used to be heated by a fire, and we renovated our bathrooms, and so now we don't have that anymore. But we built in our own personal shower fire, and so students for their fun will build fires. This is our commons building where students will come to hang out. We are currently in the stages of renovating it. The sophomores have spent a week painting it. We have a ping pong table where our ping pong tournament is going to happen, some couches, and a beautiful mural that a student painted last year. And then we also have a comfier room where students are able to watch shows with their friends and have a little relaxing downtime. Up here's the art room where our amazing art teacher Faith teaches classes like ceramics, 2D, 3D art and design, and a freshman art class. Let's take a look in. It looks like there's a ceramics class going on right now. So you go peek over on the ceramics side.
Really good ones. This is Winslow's, and Winslow just won a big architectural design competition. Good ones everywhere. Good ones everywhere.
Up here we have a freshman project where students will make native California insects out of native California plants.
Here's Hay Barn. This is our old horse barn. It's turned into sort of a workshop area. Sometimes we'll have dances. Yeah. And over on this corner is our wood shop. We have a mix of really amazing hand tools and a variety of power tools for students to be using. Because we're so close to the coast, a lot of students focus on making surf craft, everything from typos, which are like a small wooden boogie board, to
bigger surfboards.
This is the upper yard where all the male identifying students live.
Right here is junior quad.
This is our library. Come on in. Thanks for coming on the tour with us. We hope to see you on campus soon. Bye!